Hi everyone! So for this video, mag-uusap na naman tayo about skincare, and skincare. Specifically, all about oral supplements for the skin. Sa dinami-dami ng mga claims ng iba't ibang mga oral supplements for the skin, minsan medyo nakaka-confuse na siya and medyo mahirap na i-analyze bilang isang consumer kung magiging effective ba sila sa skin natin. So for this video, I decided to reach out to an expert na mas exposed sa mga data about our skin and how things like oral supplements affect it. So to help us clarify the facts, we have Dr. Padilla Evanelista-Huber, a board-certified dermatologist and a dermatopathologist who also has a master's in clinical trials. Hi Dr. Mara, how are you?
Hi Jan, I'm doing good. I'm so excited for your topic. Napaka-relevant and it's really so good for me to separate fact from fiction pagdating dito sa supplements na to.
So, Dr. Mara, ang gagawin natin is, nag-compile ako ng iilang mga questions about the most popular oral supplements for the skin sa Pilipinas. So, mamaya, iisa-isahin natin sila per supplement. But first, I wanted to discuss something about oral supplements in general. When it comes to your profession, you are a dermatopathologist as well as a master in clinical trials. So, in your profession, how do you evaluate yung mga oral supplements? Parang meron ka bang certain criteria?
So what I usually look at is number one, meron bang theoretical basis yung sinasabi ng product na gagawin niya. So sasabihin niya na I am able to, let's say, reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles na yung nakalagay sa claim. So I'm gonna look at the ingredients and see, meron nga bang basis? Kinuha lang ba nila yun sa hangin? Right? So first, is there a theoretical basis for the product to work? Second is, meron bang way or merong proof na pag ininom ko siya, galing sa bibig ko, pupunta sa tiyan ko, then pupunta sa balat ko. Because a lot of the ingredients have to be on the skin to work. So pag ganon, ano yung proof ko na pagka tinake ko siya, pupunta siya sa balat ko? Then the third, and for me, probably the most important is it safe? So yan para sa akin ang the barest minimum of anything. Kahit cosmetic pa yan, or drug, or even a supplement, is it safe? And lastly, does it work? Is it effective? And how I decide these things is I look at the medical literature. So titignan ko kung ano yung mga nakapublish na literature, and research is not created alike. Hindi ibig sabihin na pag may research backing up a claim, then trot na yon. Lalo na kasi ang daming supplements, they base it on animal studies. So parang nakikita mo, grabe, big time yung claim. Tapos pag ni-research ko sa computer, yun pala, nag-iisang study, tapos sa mouse cell. Hindi naman tayo mouse, guys. Hindi rin tayo cell. So, hindi lahat ng lab studies magiging the same ng results sa human studies. In fact, maraming studies na ginawa sa animals, pag gawa sa tao, wala siyang effect. It takes an expert to filter through that. Kasi as a consumer, like Jan said, hindi siya madali. And that's why we're here. And that's why I'm so happy na may opportunity ako because of Jan to explain all of these things to you so you can make an informed decision going forward.
I also super appreciate you coming here to help us out with that. So with that, Doc, I think we can now move to the first supplement that we're going to do. So we're gonna start with a supplement na sobrang popular ngayon for anti-aging. This is collagen. So, Doc Mara, most of the collagen supplements na nakikita ko sa market or sa mga stores, they come from a perspective na as we age daw, nababawasan yung collagen production ng skin natin. Kapag ba nag-consume tayo ng more collagen, specifically through oral supplements, does it really significantly affect yung collagen production sa skin natin?
Okay, so question muna natin. I already mentioned this a while ago when I screen supplements. My first question is, pag ininom ko nga ba, dadating sa balat? So always remember, when you take something in, the process is mouth, gut, bloodstream, skin. Pagdating sa collagen supplements, there are, again, animal studies, mice studies showing na pag yung mga daga, binigyan mo ng collagen, pupunta yung collagen doon sa balat. So, meron silang proof naman talaga na it goes from the mouth to the gut to the skin. Sa humans, the studies that are available only show that the collagen building blocks are found in the blood. Walang proof na umaabot siya sa skin. Wala pa. Because, I always say na evidence can evolve. But right now, considering na madaming studies available, there are no studies supporting the fact that it can go to the skin. Now, the next question is, minsan kasi pwede kang gumawa ng clinical trial or a study, iinom sila ng collagen, titignan mo kung may improvement yung balat. So, these trials that look at the effect of collagen on the skin, look at its effects and not the presence of the actual collagen doon sa balat. Bongga tong collagen, marami siyang research suggesting na nakakatulong siya for hydration, skin elasticity, reduce the appearance of wrinkles, roughness. But ang concern ko, guys, is kahit na nga medyo madami, hindi pare-pareho yung setting ng mga studies. So we cannot make a really strong, conclusive evidence kasi masyadong different yung studies, guys. Kaya yung sinasabi ko, the presence of a study doesn't mean na malakas yung evidence niya. Sa madaling salita, meron bang evidence to support that collagen supplements will help? Oo, meron. But do you trust the evidence, doktora? Yung evidence ba yung nakukumbinsi ako to bring it into my gold standard? Sa talagang lahat ng pasyente ko, bibigyan ko kasi ang lakas ng evidence. The answer is no. For me, it's not cost-effective. Kasi kulang pa ang evidence. Maybe through time, we will know more. Pero sa ngayon, at this point, the available medical evidence does not support yung effects, lalo na yung claims. Iba kasi ang pinapalabas ng supplements, yung claims nila ang titindi. But it's really not backed up by current medical evidence.
So actually, given that, Doc, since you mentioned nga na yung collagen is not really the gold standard for yung mga anti-aging, ano yung mga products na mas reliable, mas gold standard na mas dapat nating i-prioritize when it comes to anti-aging?
For me, number one, when it comes to slowing down aging, is to prevent the acceleration of the aging process. So gusto mo syempre na you age slowly and gracefully. So in the prevention aspect, number one is really sun protection. Because the sun is the number one cause of visible aging signs, 80 to 90%. And then the next would be live a healthy lifestyle, guys. Very important na you have a good diet, you have exercise, you don't smoke, you keep your alcohol intake to the minimum. All of that, decrease your stressors. Lahat ng yan nakakatulong. In the skincare front, number one talaga na may evidence would be the retinoids.
What if someone is already using, let's say, religious na sila with sunscreen, they live a healthy lifestyle, and they use tretinoin or other vitamin A derivatives, like let's say retinol? Is there a chance that collagen can still come into play?
When it comes kasi to supplements, I always look at them as adjuncts, right? So the way you're describing it, it's an add-on. And I've mentioned a while ago, my bare minimum is safety. The supplements have to be safe. And if you really look naman at data on collagen supplements, it seems to be safe, especially pag reputable yung manufacturers. If a patient really feels it's creating a difference for them, kung gusto nilang idagdag, for me as a doctor, and if it makes, kasi skincare and self-care, they're super intertwined eh. This is where cost effectiveness comes in. I don't think it's cost effective, but it doesn't mean that an individual may derive some benefit from it na hindi naman direct to the skin. Baka masaya siya kasi may ginagawa siya para sa balat niya. So if you want to add it on, that's really the key. Add it on. It's not going to be the only thing that you do. And please be careful in the selection of the supplements. Look for reputable manufacturers. If you have a limited budget, I still suggest wag na lang natin bilhin yun kasi hindi pa siguro masyadong good yung evidence para palitan niya yung mga gold standards. But if you have budget and you know it sparks your joy, just go for it. But again, find safe supplements.
Ito naman, Doc, we have biotin supplements. So, ako, Doc, ang nakikita ko sa market when it comes to biotin is usually very general yung claim nila. Like, sa mga labels, it's said to promote very healthy hair, skin, and nails. Kasi, apparently, being deficient daw in biotin can lead to hair, skin, and nail issues. Common ba yun? Common ba yung pagiging deficient ng isang tao sa biotin to the extent na kailangan na tayong mag-take ng extra supplement?
So, biotin, actually, it's a B vitamin. So, it's true na biotin in itself naman talaga ay kailangan ng katawan. But I like your question. Kailangan nga ba natin mag-supplement? So, when it comes to biotin, number one, you really can get it from the diet. It's really present in a lot of foods. And secondly, kaya siyang gawin, kaya siyang i-produce ng katawan. There are some minerals and vitamins kasi na our body cannot create. That is not the case for vitamin B. Kaya natin siyang gawin, tapos nakukuha pa natin siya from foods. In general, guys, the RDA, so recommended dietary allowance, you get that a lot for vitamins and minerals. Ano yung amount na dapat mong i-intake? For biotin, it's about 30 to 35 micrograms. Okay? Micrograms, hindi milligrams. But the usual intake of an adult is already 30 to 75 micrograms sa pagkain pa lang. Therefore, in general, we already get all the biotin that we need from the food that we eat. So ngayon, yung tanong mo, how common is deficiency? Definitely not common.
Actually, Doc, minention natin yung diet, no? Ano ba yung, Doc, yung mga foods that are actually rich in biotin that we actually commonly eat?
So you have eggs. Eggs is a good source of biotin, and I mean, a lot of us eat eggs. And then meats, mga red meats. You also have fish, and then nuts, mga different nuts, and some vegetables. So all of these things will have biotin. And generally, if you have, again, focus on a balanced diet, nakukuha mo, and not lang biotin ha, so many other vitamins and minerals.
I do have a question. For those who want to take an extra biotin supplement, in general, are there any benefits to actually taking an extra biotin supplement?
Biotin levels kasi, when you take external biotin, they have been really shown to affect certain labs. So of course, pwede naman natin sabihin, hindi naman tayo lahat nagpapalabs eh. But even a single intake of a biotin supplement can already create falsely low or falsely high lab results. So pagdating sa mga ganon, I'm a little bit concerned, especially kung hindi mo naman kailangan to take biotin supplements. However, of course, there's also a question, is it toxic? Makakasira ba siya sa katawan ko? There is actually no toxicity. So, wala masyadong issue na nakakatakot in terms of that. But again, the indirect impact here is what I've mentioned, the messing up of laboratory results. That can really, really be problematic for a lot of people who need these results to, to dictate any medical management. So, medyo nakakatakot siya kapag ka nakaka-interfere. It also gives you a false sense of security. For example, you have hair loss, and then you're taking this biotin supplement. Yun pala, your hair loss has to be managed by your dermatologist, pero dahil hindi ka nakapunta, hindi tuloy na-address yung actual issue kasi ang daming cause ng hair loss eh. And derms can actually figure out kung ano yung cause, and then the cause will direct the treatment. And dahil nag-biotin supplements ka, hindi ka na nakapagpunta sa doctor, so mas nag-progress yung issue mo because of that false sense of security. And really, the only studies that exist for biotin is for brittle nails, yung mga tao na may problema sa mga kuko. And the studies focus on yung effect ng biotin is doon lang sa kuko na brittle, hindi sa normal nails. There are no studies on hair, no studies on hair loss, no studies na yung buhok nga nagiging mas healthy. Wala. The American Academy of Dermatology has already released a statement na there's this really, really nice article where they're looking at different supplements for hair, and biotin is really a no-no. Kasi there's no evidence that it supports hair growth. Hindi ibig sabihin na if a deficiency of a nutrient will lead to hair loss, then ibig sabihin pag ikaw may hair loss, then meron kang deficiency of a nutrient. Okay? Hindi sila pareho. And that's where dermatologists come in para malaman namin kung ano yung cause ng hair loss mo. And again, biotin deficiency is like super bottom. Sana guys, pag meron kayong mga hair loss, meron kayong mga problems with your nails, nandito kami. Nandito kami, your dermatologists, to really help you figure out what to do. And you don't need to turn to supplements. Most of the time, hindi talaga kailangan.
Alright, so Doc, move na tayo to our next supplement. This time naman, Doc, this is for acne. So, supplement daw siya for acne. So, actually, Doc, this is an oral supplement that I always see. Itong Lactofferin. So, apparently, it's been found na meron daw siyang antibacterial and or anti-acne effects. Is there any data to suggest na Lactofferin is parang as good or even better than the acne medication that's more commonly used in dermatology?
So, Lactofferin, tama ka. There are some studies suggesting that it's antimicrobial, potentially anti-inflammatory, and maybe it decreases oil on the skin. And when it comes to ano yung gold standards na mga minimension ni Jan, definitely ang Lactofferin ay walang laban sa mga gold standards. So, based on the literature, I think I've only seen 3 clinical trials. And ang problema ko dun sa clinical trials na yon, iba-iba ulit yung dose, iba-iba ulit yung people na ini-investigate nila. I remember may isang study, one group receives the lactoferrin, the other group will receive a placebo, which means kamukha siya nung lactoferrin pero wala siyang laman na lactoferrin. And then titignan mo yung improvement nila in the end. So in one study, parehong nag-improve yung lactoferrin group at yung walang lactoferrin. So the placebo group also improved. In another study naman, ang liit-liit nung kanilang improvement. Tipong halimbawa, 2 pimples lang yung nawala doon sa lactoferrin group. So, very minimal improvement. So, long story short, meron namang evidence. Pero again, lagi kong sinasabi, hindi siya strong enough. Ang gusto ko sana na clinical trial as a researcher is merong isang group na natatanggap ang gold standards. And then, merong isang group na may gold standards din. So, when we talk about gold standards, yung mga binensyon ni Jan, halimbawa, parehong group nakakatanggap ng tretinoin or parehong group may benzoyl peroxide. Pero yung isang group, may dinagdag ka na lactoferrin. Kasi nga, supplement lang siya. Then, i-compare mo yung dalawang grupo na yon kung talaga nga bang nag-improve yung grupo na nag-supplement ka ng lactoferrin versus yung grupo na wala namang lactoferrin. And wala kasi masyadong studies focusing on that. And when it comes to acne kasi, napaka-impactful ng acne, guys. Talagang, it's challenging to treat. Now, a challenge kasi of a doctor is you also want to give empathy. Ayaw mo ring i-minimize yung emotions ng pasyente mo na naniniwala talaga siyang nakatulong. So again, this is a supplement naman kasi. So if the patient is already in really good acne meds, pero gusto niyang magdagdag, then that's okay for me. Especially, I always say na I really tread carefully with my patient's emotions. Kasi in clinical trials, objective kami. Siyempre, kasi we're looking at specific changes, measurements. Objectivity is very important in research. But in reality, in real life, hindi tayo masyadong objective. A lot of skincare is subjective. It's safe naman, guys. And yun nga yung bare minimum ko. But again, when it comes to cost effectiveness, it still remains for me an add-on. And then sometimes, syempre marami sabihin nila, Doc, ginawa ko na ang lahat. Kaya ako nag-lactofferin supplements kasi parang it doesn't work. Pero pag tinanong ko, nagpa-derma ka na ba? Ang sagot, hindi pa, Doc. So, many times, pag sinabi mo ginawa mo na lahat, hindi mo pa actually ginagawa lahat. Kasi hindi mo pa kami binibigyan ng chance.
Sinave ko yung most popular for last. We have oral glutathione or glutathione supplements.
Okay.
So, from what I see in the market, Doc, parang ang common knowledge ng tao sa glutathione is antioxidant daw siya. So, sabi nila, antioxidant, generally good for our bodies daw. Pero, meron daw siyang parang extra effect or side effect, so to speak, na magla-lighten daw yung skin tone natin. Meron bang data that actually supports this, na yung mga glutathione capsules and or other oral supplements, nakaka-lighten daw ba talaga sila ng skin according to data?
When it comes to evidence, again, let's backtrack a little bit. Balikan natin yung sinabi ko na gusto muna natin malaman kung pag-iinom nga ba tayo ng glutathione ay darating siya sa balat. Meron tayong natural glutathione, guys. Glutathione is naturally found in our body and it's one of our strongest natural antioxidants. Studies have shown, actually madami-daming studies, na when you take glutathione orally, it is broken down. So, pag ininom mo siya, pagdating niya doon sa gut, the enzymes in your stomach really destroys it. And studies have shown, the entire process, ang dami nang nasira na glutathione na halos wala nang natira sa dugo. So, kung wala nang natira sa dugo, wala na talagang dadating sa balat, guys. So, doon pa lang, medyo questionable na. Now, next question. Okay, remember I told you kanina, minsan kasi yung studies, naka-focus kung dadating ba sa balat, dadating ba sa blood, but meron ding studies na hindi na pinapansin yon, diretsong tinitignan kung anong epekto sa balat nung taong uminom. So, there are only 2 studies kung gumagana ba ang glutathione as a skin lightening agent. The very first one actually was done on medical students, guys. Merong group of medical students na pinainom ng glutathione for 1 month and then tinignan, one group may glutathione, one group walang glutathione, and then after 1 month nakita na naglighten yung skin ng mga tao na nasa glutathione group. So, that's the first study. The second study is a bigger study and mas marami ang tao na sinama nila sa clinical trial na to. And in this study, walang pinagkaiba ang pigment ng mga nag-glutathione at mga hindi nag-glutathione. But of course, a lot of the supplements will focus on the first study, hindi yung second study. But even then, dalawang study lang yon in the grand scheme of things. But then, given na sobrang konti nung evidence, isang study lang, tapos doon lang sa maliit na sample, tapos yung isang study pa na mas malaki said something else, and then studies don't really show na glutathione goes to the blood or arrives at the blood in an untouched state. Kumbaga, pagdating sa dugo, yung ininom mo halos ubos na dahil nasira na siya ng enzymes. All of these things really make me think na I do not think there is enough evidence at all that oral glutathione can lighten skin.
When it comes to antioxidants, Doc, kasi yun yung nakikita ko na parang main function ng glutathione, no? Yung parang main na gusto nilang i-push.
If we do want antioxidant benefits from glutathione, we still need to get that glutathione from the mouth to the blood to the skin. So if you are taking it, and that's where the other group of studies come in, if those studies show na pag ininom mo yung glutathione, it's broken down and walang dumadating sa dugo, therefore walang dadating sa balat, then it's unlikely to really create any changes in terms of being an antioxidant.
Is there any way or any type of food or other things that we can consume that can increase our antioxidant levels? Or is there any way for us to increase our antioxidant levels, like through lifestyle maybe?
Right. If you keep the body healthy, you also support its function. So in a way, you help your body create its own natural antioxidants by already, fostering the environment na healthy siya. So much easier to just get it from your diet kasi, for example, if you're going to eat a fruit or a vegetable, hindi lang glutathione yung laman niya na antioxidant. Meron pa siyang vitamin A, meron pa siyang vitamin C, meron pa siyang zinc. Ang dami-daming nandoon sa nag-iisang fruit or vegetable. So many different vitamins and minerals versus if you just take like a supplement na ito lang yung laman niya.
And I just want to expound, Doc, on the healthy lifestyle part because I guess living a healthy lifestyle is still a bit general. So siguro, Doc, what are the ways in which we can practice a healthy lifestyle to actually, nurture the antioxidant levels sa katawan natin?
I just want to highlight sun protection because itong skin talaga, the number one cause of free radicals because it's so exposed to the environment is the sun. And then other than that, of course, you want to avoid the things that are really known to generate a lot of free radicals in the body. And that includes smoking, high alcohol intake. That's why nga guys, diba, there's such a thing as lung cancer and also liver cancer because these are really very damaging to the body. So not just in terms of aging, just for general health, mabuti nang iwasan natin yon. And of course, we always want to strive for adequate, healthy, and balanced nutrition. Everything in moderation naman, guys. Huwag naman yung pigilan na natin kumain ng mga tsokolate and chips just in moderation para sustainable din naman. And also, may I suggest exercise because you really want to also keep your weight at a healthy level. Other than that, adequate sleep kung kaya. Ang hirap magsabi ng decreased stressors kasi alam naman natin that's like so hard to handle. So siguro ang sasabihin ko na lang is don't bite off more than you can chew. Always feel free to say no pag medyo na-overwhelm ka na. Take breaks, love yourself, and listen to your body.
Right. So, Dr. Mara, I think we covered so much information in this video on very, very important topics. Ang dami ko pa actually gustong itanong, pero baka ma-info overload na ang audience. So, I think this will do for now. Thank you so much, Dr. Mara, for being here with us. As in, ang dami kong natutunan.
You're very welcome, and I'm really so honored to have been invited. I know that you have a really huge audience who trust you, and you trusting me means a lot to me. So thank you for giving me a platform to share what I know. And guys, always remember, all that the advice that we give you, this is just for you to be informed. At the end of the day, it is still your choice. This is ikaw, empower yourself to make the decisions. And whenever it's confusing, always remember, nandito lang kami, your board-certified dermatologists, to help you in your decision-making.
And also, Doc Mara, for those who want to further learn more about skincare and clinical trials with you, where can we find you on social media?
Yes, so for more skincare science, you can follow me at Instagram, Dermatology. I also have a YouTube page, pero syempre hindi sing bongga ng kay Jan. You can follow me.
Ayan. So thank you again, Dr. Mara, and I hope everyone found this video informative. If you did, please leave us a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next video.
Bye!